Hello guys and welcome to another exciting episode of E360. Now this is a program that touches various aspects of entertainment ranging from food, dance, fashion, movies and the likes. And I remain your host Chidi, trading with exciting topics and guests all the way. Let's take a short break. We'll be back.
Blenycarter is a talented individual who hails from Akwa Ibom State in the southern eastern part of Nigeria. He doubles as a musician and music producer with some lovely songs like Blessing on Blessing to his name. As a budding musician, he has an intensive drive to make a name for himself as he connects with the public with messages and party vibes through his sound.
Welcome back guys. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Blenycarter. Blenny, well,
it's a pleasure having me.
Yeah. Same, pleasure is all mine. Pleasure all mine. How's it been?
Yeah, it's been going well.
Oh, okay. So, Blenny, music, music is diverse. Music is like a universal language that connects to different tribes, religions. If there's anything, just like, people say in sports, music is one thing that, could bring different people together, in one voice, one mind and rhythm. So I'd like to ask you, first things first, how did you venture into music? How did you discover music?
Thank you for the question. The music was when I was a kid. I grew up to meet a father, the parent that loved music. When I was a kid, my father had disco, some digs, like all, some jam they were playing to, and as a kid, when you are hearing those sounds and they were spiritual, and I got to the mood, and as a spiritual person, my parents were church goers, and they are so spiritual, and they would take you to church, and what I saw, my mom, she was a great singer in the church. I joined her singing. When I was a kid, I was like performing well. I would be singing in church, and I would be like receiving some applause, and so that was a inspiration that made me to say, okay, I can do this. Even when I started composing songs when I was small, even though it was a gospel music, because of the background I was. So, and one of those things that helped me, I entered into playing instruments. And anytime I played instrument, I'll be having some inspirations. So I was like, I'm not going to stop here. I need to take this to an extent. I need the world to hear my voice, and thank God it came to. So the inspiration of having coming to music was when I was growing up. So it's a kind of long story. If I want to narrate it from now,
It started from the onset,
yes.
Like you said, growing up into a family that does music.
Yes.
All right, so...
almost all my siblings, they have the ideas of music, and I'm happy I was born into the family.
Of music.
Yes.
Interesting. So what kind of music do you make?
Yeah, generally, I'm doing an Afrobeat songs. I can classify them into Afro pop, and if I will say Afro blues, and because when I have my songs, the songs come sometimes when I'm working, so when I'm doing some things, I'll have the inspirations to do so. My song is some kind of spiritual, so but it still goes aligned with the latest pattern, the latest trend of the music that is going in Africa. So I would say I'm doing an Afrobeat in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Where Afrofusion, where it could be Afro
yes,
pop,
Afro pop, yeah, because normally
just having our spice in the Afro spice.
Yes, Afro spice. I don't just stay in one space, because there are some songs that will come with this kind of feelings, and it must not be a particular pattern. It must come and you have to flow with it. So in general, it's an Afrobeat. So Afrofusion, just packaged together.
All right. So just earlier you you made mention of, how you get inspired.
Yeah.
You talked about, staying with your folks, and getting,
Yes.
inspirations from them, and growing up basically in a family of music.
Yeah.
It's a blessing. You
Yeah.
understand? It's
Yeah.
really a blessing. So I'd like to ask you, what's the creative process like? Like, what do you put in place to make your music? How is it like?
Yeah, but when I was growing up in the music space, it was a little difficult to start the music because then you don't have the facility to record the song. You might just jot them down. If you have if then there was no chance to have some recorder. Maybe you can record some tunes and melodies down, but now I thank God that I have arranged the process. If I have that's what made me to go into music production, so that whenever I had the inspiration to do a song, I'll just go straight to it. As the inspiration comes, I do it as it is. So this process is, I always either, if I have a tune, even though I don't have a wedding first, I'll have to record the tune, the melody down, and I'll go then create the sound, create the beats that goes with, and I will start writing down the feelings that I'm having through the melodies, record them, then mix, master, and it's ready for consumption. Yeah.
So, you're both a musician and you're a producer,
Yes.
music producer.
Yes.
How convenient is it from you juggling, how do you do it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really easy. It's not really easy, but determination, because it's to manage as an artist is a big whole career in itself. And to be a producer is a whole career of itself, because you are working with other clients, artists. You work on their songs, mix their songs. Sometimes you wouldn't even have time for your own self and your own music. But the time I have to do my music is most time at night. At night I will stay awake. I'll say, okay, I must do this, especially when an inspiration comes.
Yeah.
I will wake up in the night. Sometimes I might stay throughout the morning. I will not even know, oh, this morning, because it is not, because if I leave that opportunity, the space I've given, there will be another time, there will not be another space for me to do this, because other works are coming and other artists are on my schedule. So it's not really easy to manage it, but it's still going, but we are still doing it.
All right, good. Because Rome wasn't built in a day,
Yes,
so
yes,
when you want something, you just keep pushing, keep pushing, and you get there. So that leads me to this. There's this trend. I won't call it a current trend. It's been on for a while. Okay, that's with viral videos. You understand? So how necessary is it, having viral videos? What role do viral videos play in the general scheme of things when it comes to music? Like, you're a producer, you're a singer, I'm sure you have viral videos and stuff. So why viral videos? What role does it play?
Okay, thank you. Currently in the trend of music now, let's say music nowadays, viral video play a very big role, because it is easy. It's easy to create. You can use your phone, not like in those days you need to have a big camera, you need to do this before you can have your visual out. You can use your phone and create a viral video and put it on social media, and it go boom. So very, very important, because music, you need to sell your face. When you are releasing a song, you need to give the feels, the passions that comes with that music. Sometimes when I listen to songs without listening to the videos, I will imagine how this person will look like, even though I don't know the person. I will want to imagine the voice, how does this person looks like, what is this song all about, how will it look, you understand? So viral video will not give you the feels to do, okay, this is how this person looks like, okay, this person is creative, and a lot more. Viral video has a great measures to play in our in our songs and, you know, our music nowadays.
All right. So I actually have more questions in line to that, but before we take that question, let's go on a short break. Watch one of his viral videos. We'll be right back. Now, welcome back to the studio. Welcome back. So, that was a nice song, and please, we are begging our Omalichas to stay with us. Stay with us. The money will come. Don't leave us alone. Omali, I mean, what do you have to say, Benny? I mean, Omalichas should stay with us. So yes, please, be cool. I'm begging, right? So, it's nice having Benny. We have Benny Blenycarter with us in the studio, and he's been talking about music. You know, he as a musician, as a music composer, right? And he's been telling us, you know, discussing his journey and all. So we were saying something before we went on the break, and, you know, got excited, you know, and thrilled with your wonderful viral video. We're talking about viral videos, and you were saying the importance of, you know, viral videos in today's music industry. So you said something, you know, like putting a face to the voice. Yeah. You understand? And it brings me particularly to, I want to single out a particular social media platform, TikTok.
Okay.
You know, TikTok seems to be like the in thing now. Like, you know, you want your sound and your face to get there. Yes. You know, people bump on the trend. Maybe if it could be a short, you know, clip from your video and all. So let's say something about the social media space and music. You know, how they play. Okay. You understand? How does it work?
Social media now helps the music. It makes music promotions a bit faster and easier. I know it's there are other factors that can hinder maybe your music not to go far if they are explicit and all those. But social media helps in terms of those days you need to go to meet a marketer, you need to go to radio stations to beg for, maybe pay for plays, television stations, you know. But social media will just help you post it. When you post the song or post the videos, the trend you want to, people, it depends on the vibes the songs comes with and the moment. People might vibe to the song, and before you know it, it can go a bit viral, and without spending a lot of money to, like those days that you spend a lot of millions of this and this just promoting, and some might not work out. So you still have the chance to recreate. If you post this particular content and it doesn't go, you still have a chance to recreate more on that, so that it will go. People will keep seeing them. You are not even stick to one place. You can release more, like 5 videos for one song, multiple videos for one song. You understand? So social media helps a lot, and I'm trying to work on my social media space so I can, you know, go viral
okay,
more and
then
more
I
and
think
more.
you should key. See, you just explained it, so you
Yes.
explained it, so you know how vital it is.
Yes.
I think you should key into it. Too.
Yes, yes.
It's
That's
a
what
nice
we are
one.
working on.
So so are you an independent singer? When I say independent singer, I mean, are you signed to a management?
I am not signed to a record label or a management, but as an independent artist, you might have some managers and some few people working with you, but it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, because I was gonna ask you now, if you're not signed to a management, like how do you get all the work together?
Yeah,
How do you get it done?
it's not easy because you are the one to do the sponsorship, the one to pay for the masters, the productions, you are the one to pay for the distributions, the PR, you are the one doing everything as an independent artist. So it's not a easy stuff. So, but what do we have to do? We still have to keep pushing,
Just keep pushing.
keep pushing
Yeah.
till we get to the level that we have a record label, that we have maybe signed deals with other record partnership, and that is it.
All right. So let's go back to you as a music producer, right? With my little knowledge about music production, I know it entails a whole lot. You use lots of applications, and run a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you, what's as a music producer, what's the most challenging or the most taxing, the most difficult, that thing, that very thing that takes the most time, or you need to give the most attention to as a music producer?
As a music producer, there are a lot of things you need to pay attention to. You need to pay attention to almost everything, starting from the creative part of the production, the melody, to the recording, to the mixing of the vocals, especially now that their application, before the music advanced, they were doing live. I know they are still doing live. Then there was no more editing like this. So now there are a lot of application and apps and software doors that you need to get in place to achieve this, because like a digital studio, you don't need to have a drum set, you don't need to have this. You might just have a MIDI controller, your system or your laptop with your monitor, speakers, your headphone and mic, and you are good to go. The one that takes more time, I think, is the instrumental, because that is where the melody comes from. If you cannot deliver, if you cannot bring out the ones that come spiritually,
Why is it spiritually?
because music is spiritual.
Okay.
There are some sounds that you hear, you might forget about your sorrows for that moment, and you just be wow, until the song is over. You will now get back to. So music is something. It's just like it's not like a medicine too. So as a producer, you need to work on the beats aspect. You need to produce the song. Need to work on the song and on the instrumental. Need it to be a quality one with a great sound, and two, vocally, if you do a good beat and the artist cannot deliver on that beat or on that instrumental, is more like a waste, because all of them need to work together. Because before you can get to a good mix and mastering, you need to get a good quality vocals. So because if you cannot get that, or the artist cannot deliver, that means the probability of the song coming out well to be very, very bad. But thank God to some of the apps and the software that actually does some work. You can do some pitching, some correction on the screen, and so that's one is helping some of the artists nowadays. Most of them are not vocally good enough, but they just have the ideas. They can just be talking, and you change the vocals to some pitches that feel like singing. So that is one of the challenging in music production. You need to listen and attend to all of them at the same time.
At the same time. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, as an individual, you get, you do most of these things, you know, by yourself.
Yes.
Like you said, you're not signed to a management or a record label, or do you have, even if it's a small team that, you know, helps in and getting stuff done? What steps, you know, what conscious steps have you taken? Where are you now in your music, and what conscious steps have you taken to be at this point you are in your music? So it's like a 2-in-1 question. Where are you now, and what steps?
Thank you for once again for the question. This the position I'm now is, I'm at the level of limelight that I've worked a lot behind the scene. I've worked in the studios, that I can maybe within an hour, few hours, I can make a song, because I've really practiced this. I've really worked on this to master them. So making music now, it's not really hard for me, because the problems now, let me say the issue or difficulties that I'm facing now is how to put the music to the audience that, like, to the audience I need,
And target audience.
the targeted audience, and, you know, to make it go viral. I know what plays the most role in all this is finance, money, because you need to do some sponsors, advertisement on Spotify, on other digital platforms.
All right.
So that is it. It's not easy, but
All
let's
right.
keep pushing.
So quickly, what should we be expecting from you?
I'm working on a 7-track EP.
Okay.
So we just worked on Sweetness, featuring Chops. So the video is done. We are about to fix a date to drop it. So please, you guys should anticipate the dropping dates. I haven't fixed the dropping date, but the video is ready, and I'm also working on my EP. On songs, if you have not listened to my songs, you can go search Blenycarter on Google or any streaming platform. I've dropped an EP. I've dropped some few singles, so you can check me out. And
all right, Blenny. Okay, so let's go for a short break, and we'll be right back. All right, welcome back, guys. So before we round up, you know, I'd like us to play a game, right?
Okay.
Easy peasy, you know. I ask you a few questions under 1 minute, and you just give me the answers like punch, 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 you know, that kind of thing.
okay.
So,
Let's try.
all right, then let's go. What's your full name?
My full name is Ubong Ifyong Isang.
Okay. What's your favorite artist, who is your favorite artist of all time?
For favorite artist, Lil Wayne.
Rap.
Lil Wayne.
So what are the 3 things off your bucket list? Those things you really, really, really want to do before?
I want my music to go viral worldwide. I want to go shut down shows. I want to, let's say, win the Grammy.
3 things. That's well, okay. Well, what's your favorite song?
My favorite song is Emilokon. That's my song.
Oh, okay. All right, that's nice. That's nice. So, what are you most thankful for in life?
Yeah, thank you. I'm thankful for life and the blessings that God has given to me, the opportunity, because it's not easy where I came from to be to this level. So, thank God.
So, what won't you be caught doing?
Messing up.
Messing up what?
I don't like falling my hands and, you know, doing things that I'm not supposed to do.
All right. So what are you most afraid of?
Afraid of poverty.
Aha! Who is your childhood hero?
Yeah. Well, let me say Jackie Chan then, because he used to watch them a lot of where we came from.
All right, Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
All right. A lot of this is chicken. So what's your favorite city?
My favorite city is Uyo City.
What do you value more than money?
I value integrity. Integrity.
All right. You see, these questions. There's something about how you answer these questions. It shows patriotism, and directness, and I like it. Your song was your favorite song. Your favorite city is you.
Yeah.
And what top stuff up your bucket list? You want to win the Grammy. I want to shut down shows.
Yeah.
Well, that's really, really nice. You're really, really an intentional man.
Yes, man.
All right, guys. So that's all we can have for today. And I really don't want to leave this my guy here, Blenycarter. It's been awesome having him.
Yeah,
So with that, we come to the end of today's episode of on E360. Do not mess up. Stay jiggy. I'll see you next time. Bye.